about ethics.
We will finish this thing one way or another.
About responsibility.
My mistress asked me to remind you of why you have your freedom.
About rule of law.
They'll be back until every decent person in this town is dead.
Then I decided I'd just do this.
Shouldn't imagine they would kill us in broad daylight, but you never know.
Order don't exist no more in this chaos of a world.
Oh. C'est parti pour le online.
Okay, Sheriff. Here they are.
Tell the Marshal this ain't how we do things here. But I'll oblige him this once. All right. Let's see what we got. All right, then.
C'est bon, j'ai le
Deputy,
mec, hein.
would you please? I'm gonna need your details.
Montrer un nom. Ennemi. Hop là. Apparence. Attribut. Santé, énergie, sang-froid. Ça. Confirmé.
Fine. Go and get your picture took. I'll need to see your fingers, palms to you. Hold it.
Bon perso. Ouhou. Incroyable. Quelques mois plus tard. Some months later. ACK. Happy Intensity. Made we.
Jackson! Officer Jackson, move those prisoners! Officer Benton! Kitchens aid staff! Officer Townsend, those rocks ain't gonna break themselves. What are you standing there for? Get moving! What are you looking at? Go on! Get moving!
Il est dégueulasse avec les...
You with the hammer, and you'll do. We need to perform a work detail out in Rhodes. Come on, get in. Open the gate. Come on, Milliken.
Ah, il pleut en plus, ça.
Yeah.
Ben. Red Dead Online. Yes.
I tell you what, old Jameson is a wretched, sour old bastard, and no mistake. You lot stay calm in there. You aren't saying nothing. Well, you are now. Shut up. You know, my wife has acquired ideas significantly above her station. She's been reading too many goddamn books. Personally, I'm against education. Of women, I mean. And men, I guess. Unnecessary. Doesn't add much to the world. Education.
Oh.
Good day, gentlemen. Oh. Don't do anything stupid. Nobody gets shot. Act like fools, and the pair of you will be dead within a minute. Now, what are your names? Jenkins and Milliken. Well, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, throw your guns to the ground and get on down here. That's it. Very glad to meet you. It's not worth being rash. You boys get paid a salary. You get that salary whether these people escape or not. Your wives presumably want you alive. Let them out. Now, please.
Okay, okay.
You all run away. Aside from you. Try to stay out of trouble. This is a stroke of good fortune for all of you. Use it. Now, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, be so kind as to quickly run away before somebody gets shot entirely unnecessarily. Go on, don't look back. Mr. Wendt, I believe it was $50 we agreed on.
It was.
Here's 50 each.
Each?
Yes. Now get out of here, both of you. My employer and I appreciate your professionalism.
All we did was stand there and look tough.
And you did it fantastically well. Good day, gentlemen. Now, sir, how about you pick up these guns and we move out? My mistress is waiting for us.
Let's go.
Come along. And you better get on this horse.
Je prends lequel? Je prends celui-là.
It's not much of an animal, but we haven't got far to ride. Ready? Wonderful. I hope you'll forgive the secrecy. My employer particularly values discretion. My name is Mr. Horley, by the way. Here. There's the camp.
Oh,
Get your horse.
ok.
Come on, hitch up.
C'est bon, c'est bon.
This way. She's anxious to meet you. Madam, we're back.
Hello. Jessica Leclerc, how do you do? What did you tell him?
Nothing, as we discussed.
Thank you, Hawley. I do hope we haven't inconvenienced you dreadfully. But seeing as you were due to be hanged in a week, I'm sure you don't object too strongly. I know you're innocent. Well, not perhaps exactly innocent, but not guilty of what you were accused. I know you and those who were with you that died were little more than patsies, and that you were set up by one of 3 men or a woman, possibly by all of them. I can't be sure, but that is all I know so far.
And one of these people also made Mrs. Leclerc a widow.
And I will avenge my husband's death, so help me God. But I will not avenge it upon them who did not cause it, or caused it unwittingly. Anyway, I'm sure this is all a touch confusing and melodramatic. Where are my manners? Hawley, please show our guests to their tent and give them some fresh clothes to put on.
Very good, madam.
Then serve us both a little refreshment.
Certainly, madam. This way. You'll find a change of clothes in there, alongside a few other items you might need, a lasso, a knife, and a lantern, I believe.
Merci. Trop sympa. Ouais, éperon, ok. Question garde vous validez. Voulez-vous valider votre tenue de départ? Voulez-vous vraiment partir? Oui.
That looks more comfortable. Hawley,
Here, madam.
you're very good health. I suppose it beats dying,
Mrs. Leclerc's husband was murdered by one of his business partners.
And I intend to find out which one. Or rather, I intend for you to find out. And kill them. You're the only person I could possibly trust to do whatever it takes. Because you and your accomplices, you're the only other victims of their lies still alive. You see, you walked into the town at approximately the same time my husband was shot in the back, but by another gun, firing different bullets to those you possessed when you were arrested. These bullets, this was their mistake. You were rounded up and sentenced to death, all because you came to town and didn't talk too much and seemed like you were nasty. Anyway, here they are, the people who run Blackwater. Mr. Jeremiah Shaw, banker, real estate speculator, and crook, Mr. Amos Lansing, ranch owner, speculator, and crook. Mrs. Grace Lansing, his wife, society patroness, lover of the arts, crook, and my former best friend. Teddy Brown, her disgraced brother, outlaw, wanted man, and still in contact with them. All I ask of you is your help in finding out quite what happened.
Mrs. Leclerc would like to help you get back on your feet. Get back to work.
Whatever your work may be, I don't judge. You want to rob? Rob. You want to save innocent folk? Do that as well. But you need me just as much as I need you. I think we all understand each other.
I hope we do.
Good. I look forward to rewarding you for killing those who made me a widow. My husband was a true believer in this country and in the West. He was killed for greed. Foul greed when there's quite enough for everybody. I don't care what your scruples are as to killing. I will take the full burden of that sin upon my shoulders. Goodbye, for now. Then Hawley, go introduce him to nice Mr. Cripps.
I think you'll like Cripps well enough. He's long past his prime, of course, but he hasn't gone entirely crazy just yet. And he will help you, better than most of his ilk. Cripps, get up.
Hello, partner. Harley.
This is your new boss.
Oh, pleased to meet you, partner. A.B. Cripps at your service.
We'll pay to get your camp established. Mrs. Leclerc is a generous benefactor.
And, where are we headed?
Elle. Sélectionner camp. Finir un lieu du camp. Du coup, petit camp. Ok.
Oh, sir. While Cripps is establishing your camp, perhaps you can go to the station and see the clerk, then head to see Clay Davies. He's a horse thief and not a terribly nice one. Then meet Cripps back at your camp.
See you shortly, boss.
Good luck.
Ok. Let's go. Appuie sur H. Ah, c'est bon.
The sooner you do it, the sooner we'll leave your own devices.
Ok.
Money to be made on the new railroad. For those who know which way the steamboat.
Go on, back to what I pay you for.
Hello. You must be Harley's friend. He's one of us. He said you also were a discouraged man. I'm very discouraged. Disappointed Alden, that's me. Anyway, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I find your reticence charming. Real charming. By the way, I heard you might want to earn a little money. Well, some gentlemen have been robbing our stages, and they are not part of the club, if you catch my meaning. If you can make them go away, I'm sure they will have something of interest to you. They're up at Blue Water Marsh. See what you can do, okay? Here, by the way, a catalog. The latest issue. Just came into this armpit from a land more civilized. And if all works out, well, my colleagues and I move around these stations as needed. And all of us are very discouraged. We will all help a fellow sufferer with pertinent information. Good afternoon, sir.
Ok. Bon bah let's go. C'est parti. Bon, on va pas voler de cheval hein, parce que je pense que ça va être un... Chercher le repère. Ça sent vachement... Où est-ce qu'il y a... Ah. Il y a un point par là. Ah. Rejoignez le repère. Où est-ce qu'il y a... Plutôt rapide. C'est...
Okay. Okay. You're good. You're real good, friend. Here. Take this. The map. Just be kind.
Oui. La carte au travers. Oh. Ah, il y a carrément un... Ouais, 13. Ouais, mais du coup, je peux pas récupérer des trucs, j'aurais rien. Bon. On va fouiller les mecs. Non, je voulais pas le... Je voulais pas le prendre. Voilà. Le fouiller. Ok. J'ai la zone. Ah bah il est là. Allez, let's go. Qu'est-ce que c'est? On va le refermer. Ouais, en supérieur. Incroyable. J'ai la boutique. Oh, pour lancer le marquis. Maintenant, pour lancer le marketing, recherche des joueurs. Oh, c'est parti. Première mission. Première mission online. Machin, rejoins la partie. Ok. Ah, joueur de... Prêt. Oh. Oula, oula. Ça fait popper les...
I win again. Did Horley send you, Pop? I'm Clay Davies. This is my brother, Clive. He don't talk. Maybe you two will get along better. Maybe not. Listen, I heard you wanted to earn some money. So, there's a gang of ne'er-do-wells. They are a bunch of degenerates, not good people. They're out in roads with a bunch of horses they stole off of me. Well, that's a lie, but they stole them off a fella I was gonna steal them off of. Maybe you could get them for me. You think you could...
Ouais, cinématique. Vous allez passer les autres. Allez, let's go. C'est parti. Ah, moi je suis deuxième. Ouais. Oula, lui. Ah merde, il s'est barré. Oh. Allez, let's go. Dis pas qu'il faut... Ah, faut que je...
Well, well, well. Horley was right about you. Dead right. Ain't that dandy? Get that horse hidden away, Clive, and ready to move out as soon as we can. All right. Here's some money you earned. Now listen, Horley came by and gave me a message. He said to go see your friend Cripps up at your camp. Now listen to me for a second. Any other decent horses you find, we'll buy them. Just as soon as we are set up, okay? Nice meeting you. You know what? Hold on, boy. I call him boy because I'm older. 30 minutes, he went black. Let's give our friend here back the horse. It's yours. A sign of faith and future business. If you want to buy any extras or sundries for the animal, head inside. They've got a lot available. See you soon.
Yes.
Come
Yes.
on, Clive.
J'ai un cheval gratuit. Nickel. Nickel. Incroyable. Aïe aïe. Ouais. Chevaux. Céleri et service. Service. Assurance du cheval. Ouais. Ensemble de soins pour cheval. Allez. Renommer le cheval. Je vais l'appeler Snow. Je peux retourner à la page présente. Selle. Ajouter une selle. Ah, yes, hein. Améliorer. Ah, je peux pas. Standard. Sacoche de sel. Incroyable. Allez voir Crips. Bah allez. Allez. Ah. Ah. Well done. Bah oui, je suis là. Boutique du...
How do you get on with Clay Davies? Horrible little wretch, in my opinion. Pop this and pop that. I'd like to pop him, slime bucket. Anyway, I've got everything set up. Well, what we have so far, place is pretty nice. I think you did a good job for you. I'll earn my keep. When you get too old to fight, what choice have you got? It's either work or beg, and I'd rather work. Oh, I saw Horley. Now, he wants you to come down and meet him in Blackwater when you get a chance. I think he might have some work for you. Oh, and while you're out on your travels, you may see some folk with employment opportunities. Good folk, bad folk, looking for a tough guy with a gun to help them. Up to you if you listen to them, I guess. You know, I used to like that kind of stuff. One time, I almost helped a clown steal an elephant. But that's a very silly story. Welcome home. Make yourself at home. It is your home.
Yes. Oh là. Oui, dans un magasin ou chez un tailleur pour acheter des objets et des vêtements. Oh. Ah, le typical. Ouais, ok, les armuriers pour les armes. Trouver et accepter des missions en mode exploration de la part de meilleur personnage. Ça, c'est la mission d'un joueur, un rival pour récupérer la récompense. Ah ouais, tu peux interrompre les missions comme ça. Et une série d'affrontements, il y a le menu joueur. Ouais. Ok. Ah ouais, mais c'est... Ouais, ok. Premier rejoindre un groupe avec d'autres membres. Red Dead Online. Ouh. Incroyable. Et pour accéder au menu joueur. Wow. Terminer l'introduction. Ok. Ok, bah on est bon. Bon, bah c'est tout pour ce petit épisode sur Red Dead Online. Le début, on a fait toute l'introduction. Je crois que je peux pas me raser crois qu'il faut que j'aille en ville. La boutique. Coffre. Prendre le courrier. Ouais. Tant pis. Bref. Fin d'épisode. À la prochaine. Ciao.